All right, Shalom. This is just another quick video. I'm gonna try to make it quick. It's talking about the scripture in the book of Proverbs. It says, chapter 11, verse 21. It says, "Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered." Now, when they talk about the wicked, they say Esau is the border of wickedness. And they basically talk about our people being the righteous. And that's why you have a lot of these niggas. They be trying to go bring Esau into every damn thing. On them, we gotta go. Soon, like, okay, for example, I don't want to go all over the place with. I'm gonna let this video play in a minute. I got around certain family members, and I brought out the scripture and stuff, and they were telling me, it's like, man, it's like, you know what you talking about? Like, you might have a different calling and all that. I ain't really take it too serious like that, because I was like, man, it's plain. But I couldn't really grasp how plain it was to me and how difficult it was for other people to really understand it. But as soon as I started breaking stuff down even deeper in detail, like, okay, the Lord put us over all these people, and that's how we supposed to be. Like, He chose us. He didn't choose all these other people. You know what niggas like to say? What about the damn white man? I'm about to play this shit real quick.
Welcome to Sophie & Co. I'm Sophie Shepard-Nazi. It is said the number of white supremacist hate groups is on the rise, but my guest today is convinced that their message of hate can be defied with friendship. Daryl Davis, musician who convinced hundreds of Ku Klux Klan members to give up their robes. He joins me today to share his story.
And even though these devils gave up their robes, the devil's still going to fucking captivity. Well, the devils over here, they get wiped the fuck out when this war pop off. But the ones that escape into them bunkers and them space stations and them underground, them underwater cities and all that, and be hidden out in these jungles, and they got cabins and all type of stuff in all these other little countries. There's certain areas that ain't gonna get hit when this war pop off. Them the ones that's gonna get grabbed up. Now, I'm going to the scripture backing that up, because people are here and be like, well, that don't even make sense. Shit. Which would make plenty of sense, because people always talk about karma, instant karma. This karma, this long suffering karma, if you want to call it that, because it ain't happen instantly, but it's gonna happen though. Now it says in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 10, it said, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints." And who are the saints? That's our people, the Israelites. Not none of the popes, not none of them damn cardinals or none of that over there. They not no saints. They just put on fancy garments and walk around with a bunch of gold and I can't think of the name of it right now. But it's a cup. It's a certain type of cup that had to hold the incense. Like, it's a certain name of it. I can't think of it. It'll come to me. But this is what these devils do, man. And then you have niggas, they want to go hang out with them and make peace treaties with them and shit like that. They ain't learned from what the Indians did. They ain't learned about which is the tribe of Gad and Reuben. They ain't learned about what the Haitians did during the French Revolution and all that. They try to make peace with these devils. Which the Haitians are the Levites.
Despite decades of victories for the civil rights movement, America's race problem is still permeating the fabric of society, with new, more hardline and loud civil rights groups bringing racism to the spotlight again. But with the parallel rise of white supremacists and right-wingers, is the aggressive protest tactic backfiring or provoking an extremist response? Can racism in the US only be confronted with militancy? Or can the method of calm conversation and gradual awareness also work, without provoking violence?
Daryl Davis,
See, now, before I let this play some more, now they got a new hood now. It's that MAGA hat. That's the new hood right there. They just put on the little cap.
An author of the book Clandestine Relationships. Welcome to the show. It's really great to have you with us. So, Daryl, you are quite.
And I was watching one of the apostles video too, and he was talking about beware of that Uncle Ruckus spirit. This nigga definitely in that Uncle Ruckus spirit right here, man. Damn sure in that shit, man. He gonna go hang out with Esau, hang out with these Edomites. He gonna be one of the main ones. These damn Edomites turn on his ass, and they gonna do him just like they did them like they did them coons back in them old times. They wanna go hang out with them to get out. They get drunk and do that. Woo! Unless they do that, hey, you know what happened after that if you don't. Watch some of the movies.
Famous for befriending KKK members, and in many cases, your friendship.
Now, you got the quote that say, love thy enemy. Now, it is in the scriptures, or forgive thy enemy. But the definition of that word enemy is a double word, a double meaning word, I should say. It's like how you got light and you got lightweight, or you got light, like turn on the light. It's a double meaning word. Don't mean, because you had enemies amongst our own people. Like how you'll go, just like today, you got people in certain neighborhoods, they look at their own people like, they call them ops or whatever. Technically, that would be an enemy. But technically, it's not an enemy because it's your people. But you got these devils, so that's your damn enemy, and they're not your people, though. So it's like a double meaning word.
Resulted in them living the Klan. You wrote a book about it. So when you were starting to work on your book, did you...
Before I go back to this, I'm going to go into that scripture too, just for edification's sake. Let's play while I'm looking for
Do you yourself have any preconceptions about the Klansmen? I mean, how many of those did you eventually give up?
Well, yes, I did have some preconceptions about them because, as a child, we hear things like a tiger never changes his stripes, a leopard never changes his spots. So why would I think that a Klansman would change his robe and hood? So I had no intentions or perceived ideas that these people were going to change. All I wanted to know from them was, how can you hate me if you don't even know me? Just tell me that.
Well, I'm going to go into the scriptures. I'm going to bring that out. Why they hate us. See, all the answers in, man. You can compare everything that's happening in life to this book right here. This book, Slocky about that, I was just reading a message. This book is our book. That's why it's #1 in the world. Like I mentioned in another video, I go into detail talking about how people being #1 in the sports, literature, art, and so on and so on. So it ain't a coincidence that the #1 book in the world. Who is talking about? I'm going to go in the book of Genesis and where they talk about the perpetual hatred that Esau had for us and still do to this day. So bear with me 1 minute. Let me go into it in my book because I don't want to pull it up on here. I know this besides the point too, but this message this girl sent me, she asking for some help about some stuff. A lot of these women, they gonna get in order too. Once they really see that these Edomites damn sure ain't with them. Cause you have a lot of these chicks to be like, well, I want to go get me a white man and all this other bullshit. they gonna see the devil true colors when she hit the fan of society. And that's when Isaiah 4 and 1 gonna come to play, because they gonna realize they gonna see certain men that ain't getting harmed, they ain't getting put to death, they ain't getting grabbed up, they ain't getting sick by none of these ailments that's gonna befall on society. Then they're gonna be trying to slide like they going to a home run base. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. It's in the book of Genesis, chapter 27. I'm gonna start at verse 38. Now it says, and Esau. Before I read into it, let me play this back one more time. That's what this nigga say. Now these people, these supposed to be people with degrees and all type of other stuff in literature and whatever the scenario may be. He's an author. Now you think an author would know a little something, right?
Things like a tiger never changes his stripes, a leopard never changes his spots. So why would I think that a Klansman would change his robe and hood?
And that's why the scripture said that. See, I can go on and on with this, man. I'm just going to the different scriptures. Let's see, to confound the mighty. And then I'll go back to this real quick. Because see, there's been instances where I'll be out in public, people might look at me like, oh, this nigga don't know nothing. This nigga know. And I start speaking on some stuff, then they just shut the fuck up because they can't really, hey, like the scripture say, the Lord will give you a mouth that nobody can gainsay, or if you paraphrase it. Can't nobody, and it ain't even my words, it's what the words has been written. It's just being able to understand them and apply them to whatever scenario is going on. Now, it's in the book of 1 Corinthians, in chapter 1, verse 27, it said, but Yahweh have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. So a person look at me like, oh, because I ain't been to college and all the other dumbass shit. They be like, oh, he foolish. Really, I'm wiser than a lot of these damn doctors and these professors. And I actually proved it just by sitting amongst them. They want to pick my brain instead of the other way around. And I says, and Yahweh has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. For example, when you read this story about David and Goliath, people looked at David like, man, he ain't finna go do nothing to Goliath. Everybody else was scared though, but they still looked at him like he wasn't gonna be able to do nothing. And he still went and smoked that Hamite. And them Hamites be big as fuck. I remember being in Florida, a lot of them be down there from like, you got a lot of Jake mixed amongst them Nigerians and the Sudanese and Liberians and all that. But the actual real Hamites, niggas be like 7'8" and shit. But they couldn't keep up with our people like that on a certain level because we just naturally got that, we got that flavor, we got that style, we got a gift to have that strength, that agility, that speed and all that. But I'm going to go back to this video real quick and I'm going to get into why. We'll get into why these damn Edomites, why they hate us so much.
So I had no intentions or perceived ideas that these people were going to change. All I wanted to know from them was, how can you hate me if you don't even know me?
Let me pause that right there. I'm going to break it down why they hate us and they don't even know us. But they do know us, that's the thing. Now it says, in the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 38, it says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father, bless me. Even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live. That's why they go around bombing everybody and killing villages and doing all type of stuff. That's how they live. That's how they get out. It says, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So since this whole time back in the time of Genesis, these damn devils been trying to kill us off.
Just tell me that and I'll be happy. But through the course of conversation and dialogue, we began to humanize one another. And we would find, if you spend 5 minutes with your worst enemy, you will find something in common.
And that's completely false, nigga. You spend 5 minutes with a true enemy, you're gonna be trying to figure out how to take that nigga out. You're gonna be trying to figure out what you like about this nigga. But anyway, let me go in another verse real quick. It's in the verse in the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 42. It says, "And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau is touching thee, doth comfort himself, proposing to kill thee." Now, this what was going on though, and it's still going on to this day. That's why they come out with all these. I was just looking at another video. They was talking about over in Russia, you got an HIV and an AIDS pandemic. Now, that's another example of what Esau tried to do to our people, and that shit backfired on their ass. And the same thing with the opioid pandemic. They flooded the hoods and the ghettos with crack, heroin, and all that shit. Now these devils, they getting strung out. So all the stuff they try to do to us, they just turn right back on their head. I'm gonna let this play a little bit more.
If you spend 10 minutes, you'll find even more. So if you nurture those commonalities, you are forging a relationship. If you nurture the relationship, you are then forging a friendship. And through that friendship, the things that you had in contrast, such as skin color, or whether you go to a church, a temple, a synagogue, or a mosque, begin to matter less and less. And so they began shedding that ideology. So over time, just over 200 members have left. I don't want to say that I converted them, but I was the impetus for their conversion. They converted themselves, as a result of the dialogue that we would have.
Yeah, but, well, okay.
Hold on, let me play this back. This nigga, I don't even know if this nigga realized what he just said. This is hilarious. Man.
Converted them, but I was the impetus for their conversion. They converted themselves, as a result of the
but it was the impetus though.
Dialogue that we would have.
Yeah, but okay, but when you say I don't want to say converted, well, that's how it looks like, that you sort of converted them. But those that you did convert, so to speak, are not real racists from what I understand, because if they were for real, they wouldn't be talking to you. I mean, so where does this collective bigotry come from if it is so easily dispelled with a good, polite conversation? 5 or 10 minutes humanizing.
See, you are a rational person, so therefore you're looking for rationale. Yes, these are real racist people. Indeed, there's no question about it. If they weren't, they would not be in the most racist organization known to this country, the Ku Klux Klan. All right, so yes, many of them are very hardcore racists, but the reason why some of them will talk, now there are those who would not talk to me, out of fear of me, out of thinking that they were that much superior than me and didn't have time for me or whatever. But those who did talk to me, yes, indeed, were racist. But they did not feel that they had anything to lose. They want to demonstrate their superiority over me, which is why they talk to me. But over time, they began to find out that we had more in common than we had in superiority or inferiority.
Man, that's false, man. See, that's what's wrong with these niggas like this, man. They want to be on the same level as Esau. They're edomites when we really superior. Now, from how he said, this woman rationale, this nigga ain't thinking rationale. Now, if we equal, why when we go in the sun, we don't get no damn sunburn? When they go out in the damn sun, they fucking skin be peeling and burnt up, red, all type of shit. The list goes on. It's fucking cancer. We don't get none of that, man. Nature is on our side. Nature is against them. And the Most High set it up like that. Now I'm gonna read this scripture and I'm gonna end this off on this. I was trying not to make it too long, but I was jumping around a little bit. It's in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26, verse 19. It says, "And to make thee high above all nations which he hath made, in praise and in name and in honor, that thou mayest be a holy people unto the Lord thy God, as he hath spoken." And the word holy just means separate. You know what I mean? We joining and hanging out with every damn body. We supposed to really be an example how to conduct yourself as people on the earth. And even in the lower state, these damn heathens, they still be want to do what we want to do anyway. So just imagine and visualize us in a higher, in a royal state like we supposed to be. Lord's willing, this is edifying, and I'll put something out later on. Keep doing my research, keep paying attention to the prophecies, people that do watch these videos and come across these videos. Because everything unfolding, man. And once again, the niggas like that in that video, they're going to see prophecies unfolding. When they say nation shall rise against nation, they're going to see that in these times right here. Shalom to the elect, and shalom to the apostles and all the other elders and teachers. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Abba, Abba.